And we are live on Twitch. Pop that out. Green screen up, lights on. What's up? Oh, a little bit early. What's up, everybody? How we all doing? I'm excited. Now multi-stream. Oh, pardon me. What did we all think of the dev stream last night? I actually stayed up late to watch it. Hey DC, how you doing, buddy? Let's check that message. Oh. There we go. There's the gameplay. Now I just need to add a... and YouTube messages aren't working, so I'll just have to post that manually. Where the fuck am I again? Laniska. Great. Yep, I know which way I need to be heading. I'm trying to find a radiator and pliers. Mate, I'm pretty good, DC. I'm pretty good, buddy. Got murdered in cold blood yesterday. That said, I was at a chopper crash, so shit happens. I actually need that. Still here. Really? Oh no, still on it. Good. Go check that. Oh, Yandy, how you doing, buddy? Oh, fuck! Fuck! Matt, thank you for the raid, mate. You scared the absolute shite out of me. Holy smokes, Batman.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Mistimed that, didn't I? Oh, fuck me, that scared the absolute shite out of me. How did your stream go, Matt? No, it's got a weird title. I'm a fucking boomer, mate. I fuck it up all the time. Oh, for fuck's sakes, piss off. Little bases everywhere here. Pliers and a radiator. Pliers and a radiator. That's something I was chasing. I don't like to use third-party maps where I... Oh, hello you. Where I can avoid it. You're damaged. You're damaged as well, but I have been shooting you a fair bit. So we might just swap over. Come on, game. So did any of you watch the Deb stream? It was actually quite interesting. Quite interesting. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's funny watching the people who don't know a lot about DayZ. You know, they're making comments, you know. Do you reckon Bohemia would ever buy Namolsk? And yeah, they're talking to one of the guy, well, the guy who created fucking Namolsk. Bloody Sumrak, they've got no clue. Just makes me laugh. So do I. So do I. Hey Luke, how you doing, buddy? Oh, I've lost my dog. Honestly, they were very coy about what they're doing with 1.19. Pretty much all they really, because like I was playing DayZ at the same time as listening and chatting in the Discord. We did a watch party. There was about 5 of us. You know, the numbers dropped off a bit, but it was just nice to have people there. But mostly it was just showing some screenshots of some of the changes they're making to Livonia. And I'm excited for it. Yeah, exactly. Nothing over the top, just... And, you know, when you don't know the history of DayZ, with the dev team and, you know, the roadmap and weeks, not months, and... We're not talking months, we're talking weeks. You understand why they're so coy, why they're so reluctant to go all in and say, yeah, we're fucking doing this. Oh, lockpick. That's more important than a pair of handcuffs. I actually don't have any food, but... But... Good old doggy food. Oh, shit. Hey, Stern, how you doing, buddy? Ladies and gentlemen, Stern and I will be doing an interview around about, from memory, about this time tomorrow. He has an amazing base fortification mod that really excites me. Very realistic looking. Bugger. I was really hoping that was going to have a mag on it. The server I'm playing on, Stern, is looking at, yeah, base fortification mod. Yeah, definitely. Is looking at putting it on. No worries, Luke. Drive safe, buddy. No worries, Matt. Stay safe, mate. Stop pissing everyone off. This is a risky area to go into. A lot of infected. And there is a base in here as well, which I don't know. I think it might be the Goldies boys, but I'm not 100% sure. God damn, the loot is fucking brutal on this map. Oh, what was that? Better than a poke in the eye. I don't need that. Yes, apparently that helps with the streams, folks. So if you are watching over on YouTube, hit that like button. I'll be multi-streaming all the time now. Did I have a spare mag? Don't need that there. Hey, Sale, how you doing, buddy? No, just still setting everything up. Stern, that's all. He's going slow and steady. The guy who runs this server, and he's just adding things gradually. Which I like about him. Oh, fuck yeah. Hello, anyone here? Tomorrow morning, Sale, with Stern, who's in chat right now. Going to be taking an in-depth look at his base fortification mod. No. I just realised I've got that as well. Oh, the Matt Lightfoot episode is potentially my favourite podcast ever. The Muppy, thank you so much for the YouTube sub there, buddy. Appreciate it. I appreciate you. What's in here again? Battery and the rags, yep. Don't need that. I do want to keep that just in case I find a Scorpion. Because the server I'm on, folks, low tier guns are fucking good. Don't get into it yet, Sale. We'll find all that out tomorrow. Because I try to avoid going too much in depth on getting to know people so I can find it as I'm watching it. Yeah, I'm quite excited for it. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about there, folks. But I really don't have the room. No, Dinos was a good one as well. Okay, let's just drink the beer. There's a mod on this server called Drunk. I don't know what this is going to do to me, but it'll be interesting. Wobo, man, I fucking love that guy. Love him to death. He's just... Both of them are. God damn it. This community is filled with so many nice people. Some absolute twats as well, but you get that everywhere. Every fucking community, every walk of life, every race, every ethnicity, every sexuality. There are good people and there are twats. Kind of avoiding going down there. There's a lot of infected. I'm a complete nutter twat at times. And that's it, you know. We all have that capacity to be a twat. And as long as you try to make sure you do more good than bad, we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all do stupid shit. But, yeah. What backpack have I got on? Yeah, that one. In fact, that just reminds me. I've actually done a spotlight on Silo. He was the very first person I ever interviewed. Sale? Hasn't he just gone on to bigger and amazing things with all of his airsoft stuff? Absolutely killing it. And good luck to him. I don't remember if I checked this one again. Don't think I did. I have absolutely no stamina. I've asked Sada, he politely declined. Frankie just out and out said he has no interest in doing one. Mate, he doesn't need a small channel like us for growth. He's big enough as it is. He just needs to start some drama with the Running Man on Twitter. That was a shit fight when those two were getting into it with each other. What do you mean, wish.com? Oh. That's odd. So what was it all about? Was it like... I'll try and find... Try and find his channel, but he completely emulated TRMZ down to the logo. And on wish.com, what's wish.com? When you first posted that, I thought it was like Make-A-Wish or something like that. Ah, okay. Well, you know you've made it when that's happening to you. Good luck trying to take action against the Chinese fucking knockoff of you. Mr. Xi Jinping, could you please tell him to stop? Yeah, we'll get right onto that. DemZ. Yep, I've heard of Dems. And like, what? So is it a Chinese person doing it, or is it a British person just streaming on that website? You can post links in here, mate. I don't have that blocked. You know, I'll ban you if you post something inappropriate or illegal. But yeah. Wow. That's a pretty fucking scummy thing to do, not gonna lie. I mean, I wonder if TRMZ's got copyright and stuff like that enforced. You know, has he trademarked his TRMZ logo and that sort of stuff? I found a train wreck last night. The loot was laughable on this server. I think the best thing I got was that. A mechanism. Which is for the ammo making mod. Come on, cow. Ah! Damn, he teleported. No, I can't be stuffed. I always like to try to herd animals towards a building so you can kill them and cook them a bit quicker, but that one up there is going to screw up the pack mentality. Or the herd mentality, I should say. Anybody online? Anybody on the air? That would have been an experience sale. Map and all? Hey, Prestige. I'm in the podcast Discord, mate. Okay, so you need to put a post up in the podcast Discord about how to do that, mate. I think you'd find there's a lot of people who would be interested in it. Hey, Prestige, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, doing all right, you?
Good. So, did you manage to catch up on the dev stream?
Yeah, I just finished watching it then.
And
It's time to
thoughts?
play the 12-hour catch-up game. I am pretty excited. It looks like GPSs might be coming. Not gonna say that it's fact, but let me get my dossier of notes. For those of you watching at home, 19 minutes, they were talking about people still get lost even with compasses and maps in the game, and they are looking at other options to help people who are still getting lost. So maybe a GPS is coming. Who knows?
That's an interesting thought. Sale, are you doing anything illegal as part of that process, mate? Like, are those files publicly available? I mean, no comment. GPS, that's an interesting potential addition. You know, how do you justify that law-wise?
Well, it's not exactly an item that couldn't be found.
Yes, but the issue is satellites. Now, not a lot of people realise that satellites need constant adjustments and stuff like that to keep them airborne. Okay, I get you, Sale. Yep. Russian hackers. But yeah, so that's where I was going with that comment.
Yeah, so law-wise, we don't know what is beyond the border. Yeah, so this could be very well an isolated incident just in this, realm of Chinaris and Livonia. Because in theory, they send in the helicopters to aid, and that's why you've got your heli crash sites and stuff. But surely outside of the borders, everything's okay. There's nothing to suggest that this has spread any further.
I personally, I like what Luke said, and I've said this before publicly as well. I like the idea of like a resection mechanic. That's what we used to call it in the army, where I'm here, I can see 3 features. So Daisy's kind of crappy with the visibility distance, but I take a bearing to that one, I take a bearing to that one, I take a bearing to that one, I draw the lines on the map, subtract 3200 mils or 180 degrees or whatever, and you get a rough indication of your location.
Yeah. But it very well could be too, they're just going to add more maps. You are here.
That did absolutely nothing for my weight.
Yeah, you got the backpack glitch. You got to take the whole bag off. That backpack will probably be glitched until server restart.
Mate, if Daisy wasn't bugged, we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves.
I will say I played on the server yesterday. It's somewhat challenging. It's nice.
Oh.
I'm still basically like on the coast, but I'm ready to full send it.
Yeah, Sale, I totally get where you're coming from, mate. Hello, you. Badly damaged.
Definitely looking forward to the apartments and stuff that they're adding. I know they did that on Karma Crew and it was actually quite nice.
I just hope they don't go too far. I genuinely worry, and I know it doesn't make me any friends with a lot of the bigger content creators and that, but I worry they're going to listen too much to the guys who like the PvP and want constant interaction and stuff like that, and you know, oh, hello, you. There's a certain beauty with this map the way it is.
Yeah, I think you're right. What is that in your bag?
Those things I just dropped.
Nah, not them. There was I
That?
don't know what they are either, but let me make it full screen. Yeah.
That is part of the hang about. Oh, what was I looking for then? Oh, fucking crap! Wee devil, man. Bloke's in his fucking inventory. You can't be doing that shit. Holy smokes, brother. Scared the shit out of me. Hey, Wee. Oh, God, buddy. How's Pokemon going, buddy? Oh. There we go.
What? What is happening right now?
I love this shout out mechanic where it plays a clip.
What's happening right now? Dracos just
Mate, I ask people to either join the 87.8 Survivor FM YouTube channel or become a Patreon.
Ho, ho, ho.
Pokeboy Blue, thank you so much for the follow there, buddy. I appreciate you. I'm guessing with a name like that, you're a Squirtle man?
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
We Devil's good people. Me and him, we go way, way, way back. Do I get nudes on Patreon? No, that's OnlyFans. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Mr. Watson. You remember. Oh, my God. Oh, fuck, what am I doing? Shit cunt. I'm only salty about game one, and everyone knows why. Everyone who was involved in the Ashes knows why. Game one was a shit fight. Fucking pliers! I need pliers! Salt. Oh yeah, salt. But man, they were epic events. They were absolutely epic. Event of that scale back then. No one else that I know of was doing anything like that. We were ahead of the curve, we devil, weren't we, buddy? Was there anything else like that back then, Wee Devil? I really don't think there was, mate. I struggle to think of anything. For those who don't know what we're talking about, back in the about 2015-ish, maybe a little bit after, 2016 maybe. I've got the videos on my channel. I'm moving them across to my own channel now. But we did a massive DayZ event where we got some of the biggest names in the UK and Australia, and we basically, we had the Kiwis as well. I think you Poms had a couple of people who weren't actually British, but for the most part, it was Aussies versus Poms. And for those who know Australia and England, we have a big, massive test series called the Ashes, and we had a 3-match game where I think it was like about 24, roughly about 20 people per side, and we had 3 locations. There was, the first match was played at the Northwest Airfield, the second match was played at Pavlovo Military, and the third match was played on Scaliste Island, and it was fucking awesome. Absolutely awesome. The first match was, we fucked up. Charlie, my mate Charlie DayZ convinced us all to take our pants off to make it easy to identify each other. Now, we were already, we were wearing basically green and camo, and the Poms were wearing all black. So we really didn't need to, but we went along with it. We went, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, whatever, we'll do it. Worst thing we could have fucking done. Our lily white legs stood out like a motherfucker, and they just destroyed us. Absolutely destroyed us. It was embarrassing. We got absolutely our asses handed to us. Game 2, we won at Pavlovo Military. And Game 3 was quite tight, a close finish, but the Poms ended up coming out on top. But it was so much fun, so much fun. A lot of people watching, and some great content came out of it. I think I was the first person to die in the first match. I was the captain of the Team Australia. Kill Charlie though, so win. Gotta keep my eye out for a train wreck.
I'll be back in a hot minute. I do think I might have pliers on me. So after the server reset, if I
Please,
do,
if you do, I will suck you. I will suck. I will suck.
we'll see. I'll try and jump on after the reset. But I'll be back.
I've been searching for pliers for 3 days. I still don't have a saw. For the right incentive, Miss K, yes. There was a lot of salt in our team speak afterwards, mate. Why the fuck did you tell us to take our pants off? Fucking fuck. Even the commentators. Is that knickers spinning? I've only been playing it the last couple of days. Pink Panty Night. Okay. Surprised you're allowed to do that on Twitch. Multi-streaming, bro. That's where it's at. I don't play music, Miss K. It's just not worth it. Hello, you. There we go. How do I sing then? I'm the lyric bot. The only time I sing now is when it's someone's birthday. And no, if you say it's your birthday now, I'm not going to believe you. Because you haven't told me it's your birthday. You got to come into chat and tell me it's your birthday. I've been doing this for years. Okay, you read my mind. It's my birthday. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. Nope. It's a special thing. I'm special. My mum told me I'm special. So special she had me tested. Suppose I should fill this up. Because I know where 2 cars are. And I know where a truck is. God damn it. Ah, how long ago was that, Mr. Watson? Fuck. There's something with those jerry cans, man. They get bugged in your hand. Many, many moons ago. Man, there's enough people in this game that want to kill you. So I just try to be a bit different. It means I die a lot. It sucks, but not the worst thing in the world. Like when I died yesterday, fuck, man. You know, especially on a server like this, it's even more heartbreaking. because it's so hard to get the gear together. Pretty much. Fucking meds are in short supply. Oh, hello. Let's fuck that off. Is that in there?
Whitey.
Yo, yo.
What's up?
Not much, buddy. Yourself?
Just got home from watching my niece and my nephew.
Yep. So, have you had a moment to check out the dev stream yet?
No, but there've been plenty of spoilers already.
Yep.
God, I sound like my dad when he used to like walk around the hospital. Don't tell me about the football score. Don't tell me about the football score. And then somebody's all like, "Hey, Bob, you hear about the football score? The Chiefs lost." My dad be like, "Fuck." Oh, I say football, American football.
Yeah.
Very funny.
If you check them on Twitter, you'll find links to it. Look out now. You give me a sec, I will find it for you. Do, 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 do. Bada boom, bada bing. What? Bada boom. They don't actually have a link to their stream up, but that's a link to the screenshots. They've got them in a file that they posted.
I think I saw them state that they're going to, in one of their tweets, that they're going to be putting a YouTube video like of all like kind of like the highlights. They've been doing that actually with all of their streams, at least the past two. So they should do it with this one.
Okay, let's get back in. Hey, Ganj. How you doing, buddy? Checking out vicinity spawns. Oh, shit. Please don't land here. I haven't even found a fucking blood bag yet. Yeah, Ganch. I am a very, very noob-friendly community, mate. I can't teach you how to PvP, but what I can teach you is how to survive. Then you just need to learn the basics, mate. And once you've got the basics down, dude, you will fucking own this game. Oh, Vigor, eh? I have not played Vigor, but I am aware of it. So, are you playing on console or on PC? With people who I know, I do, mate. And no, you don't need to be a. I'm playing on PC, mate, so I can't team up with you. Oh, we'll just take that because it's not a cross-platform game, sadly. Yeah. And close, you bastard. Yeah, Adam was. It was so funny, people talking about Namolsk, and I ended up putting a comment in because I don't think a lot of them realise that the lead dev of DayZ is the guy who created Namolsk. It must be like a trading card of DayZ or a calling card that, yeah, their games are, oh sorry, not DayZ, BI, that their games are buggy. So I'm hearing reports that Lottie wants an apology from Ceramore and Lax Hawthorne for their fucking disgusting behaviour. A lot of infected around here. Fucking wrenches everywhere, but you think I can find a pair of pliers?
Nope. They hate you.
They
heard you
do.
were coming, boy.
They really do.
Fire.
But this is the server with counting storage. And I've said it to Spud, and Spud's aware of, you know, that there are some issues, but he's trying something, and I fucking love that.
It's very cool. Very cool.
Because, you know, everyone's aware of the issue, but we need to be able to, you know, give some good feedback on it. And a server, you know, I don't know what you could do to counter it, but, you know, do items automatically delete from storage after, say, 14 days if they're not used? I don't know. Hey, Greedy, how you doing, buddy?
On New Dawn, we used to call it the stagnant economy, and what we do is we would up the raid tools temporarily for like I think a week or two, and then we would lower them back down.
Yep.
To encourage people to raid and to stuff. Because yeah, we would eventually see that there would be a stagnation in the ability to raid people. So we would up the raid tools and the ability to raid with grenades and stuff, and then we would just lower it back down after a week. Some people thought that this was silly, but it really broke the stagnation and made it easier for people to raid and get those supplies, and then hoard it themselves or use it themselves to further raid.
That's an interesting mechanic. I am doing well, Greedy. I am doing very well, mate. I cannot complain, my friend. And yes, I did see Wobo's video, and pretty much all of that stuff I've been aware of for some time. There are other things as well, which I was chatting with my mate Archie Stormcloud about, in that tracking in DayZ is a bit of an art form. There are so many things that players do that essentially give away that they've been there. You've got fireplaces, you know, that's a really obvious one. Greedy, this server is busting my balls, mate. He's done a really, really good job with this server so far. I'm very, very impressed. I'll just keep on going up the left side and then we'll come back down the right side. Because it's not ridiculous. You know, it's not the zombies are overpowered, one hit, knock you out. They're just the normal zombies or infected. But there's a lot more of them. So you can still take one out fairly easy, but you get a bunch of them on you and you're going down. And if you aren't healthy enough, you're dead. Ah, fucking wrench. Oh, Sale, I think that perma server is a brilliant idea. I don't know how the numbers are now, but I love that so many people went and tried it because there were so many naysayers. Stupid idea, blah, blah, blah. So what if it is? Let them fucking try it, you fucking whinging cunts. You know, give them feedback, of course, but let them try something different. Aren't we all sick of everyone just carbon copying Day One, fucking Happy Bombs, fucking... Yeah, all these other servers that have got a fantastic style already. You know, you go and try and find an mole server that's populated. You can't do it. The only ones are Day One. So everyone thinks that's what they have to do. Yeah, I'm really excited for you guys on console for that peasant. They've reached out to us and I referred it on to the podcast hosts because I just think it's great. You know, I don't care that someone's copying an idea from PC. Yeah, I know what I just said kind of sounds like I'm being hypocritical, but they're bringing what is essentially only a PC thing to console, and that's to be applauded because them fuckers, they have to work extra fucking hard to make shit work. It's not as easy for them, is it, Dumpgra?
No. They have to be very creative and initiative, and essentially, instead of working outside the box, they have to chisel out the block.
Yeah. You know, they're coming up with new and inventive ways to emulate and imitate and what the successful PC star crowd is doing. You know, it's not a simple case of, oh yeah, I can just steal their code and all the rest of it. No, they've got to, okay, so if we want this to work on console, how can we do it? And some of the methods they're coming up with are just pure brilliance. Pure brilliance. And it saddens me when they put themselves down, Dump Grub, when they say, oh, you know, we're not like PC, you know, that level. So what? You're still doing amazing shit, folks.
I would say that I like that they're being humble, but they don't need to diss themselves.
Yeah.
In the same statement. Like saying that, you know, well, you know, we know that, you know, we're not going to be as good, but when saying like making sure that they define they're not going to be as good as like a PC server, I think just makes them diss on themselves instead of being all like, we're trying to be as good, but obviously we're console.
Yeah.
I mean,
humility is a often underrated attribute that it's rare to see it genuinely in people. A lot of people be like, oh, stop, no, keep it going, oh, stop, yeah, oh my God, keep it going, keep it coming. But yeah, I don't know, I'm probably getting close to fucking pissing people off again. You can't even see that. That's why I do it. at a glance, it's very hard to see that little item there. So it's always a good little tip for when you are looking for something, especially if it's a small item. Just turn your... Press the tab button, bring up your inventory screen, and if there is something that you can't see with the naked eye, it'll pop up in there. Realise I don't have that on my hotbar. Plus, there's also bugs where, you know, items don't show. And you'll actually, you wouldn't even be able to see them because they're slightly underground or...
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Thank you so much for the follow there, Connor. Connor Lington. That's an unusual name. What's the story behind that one, buddy? Coach, how you doing, mate? Had a 62-year-old here in stream yesterday. Old Man Hunter, I'm pretty sure his name was. That's a find. My second favourite, my favourite vanilla clothing item. My second favourite clothing item in DayZ. That is my favourite item. That is my favourite vanilla item. The Shemag's probably my third favourite clothing item as well. Sadly, it's not vanilla.
You get to see the Lad Champ short,
The what?
the new podcast short.
Oh, no, I haven't yet. I haven't.
Oh, it's hilarious. You'll love it.
God damn it. I should put that on one, actually. What the hell are you? I like how it leaves rubbish on this server. Yeah, so back to tracking. Other ways you can track someone. items. As you get more experienced with the game, you start to just inherently remember where items spawn. You know, it can spawn here, can spawn over here, can spawn on that chair here. And if you see something that's just not where you know it spawns, you know that someone's been there. Obviously, you've got to take into account then things like the persistence time of the server.
Yeah. Then there's the infected.
Yep.
That's something to be aware of. Also, if you go into a building and the building has nothing but open doors, most times that could be a pretty clear indicator that somebody has ran through there real quickly.
Yep.
If infected are locked inside of buildings, that's a sign someone is nearby, close to you, probably within like 500 meters close. Stuff like that. Like Boydie was saying, campfires. If you ever see a campfire, check it. If the campfire has any sort of temperature on it, that means the player has probably been there within the last 5 minutes. So that's a very big indicator. What other ones are there, Boydie?
Oh, sorry, I was just reloading a pistol. It varies, Greedy, because you just don't know what the server has set it at. Yeah, unless they're just running pure vanilla values, you're not going to know what the persistence times is for each individual item on that server. Hello, you. Fuck me. Yeah, we were saying that one just before, Taters. Drop gear or gear out of spawn points.
Like, so many ways, so many cool ways to do it.
Mm-hmm. The answer Greedy Peasant in Twitch. I said it's hard, is what I was saying before, because it depends on what the settings is. But for the most part, yeah, because people don't change them too much, do they?
I would say, yeah. If it's pure vanilla, then no. Unless the server has directly gone through and truly customized the entire server's types XML, then you're probably going to be pretty basic. But then again, most players also know how long things last. So most people understand backpacks, tents, barrels, and other long-term storage last longer than 3 days. But most items, including ammo and guns, don't last for more than a couple hours. And then other miscellaneous items like, I don't know, rags, sticks, and other junk items, tire repair kits, all that kind of stuff, don't last for more than like 30 minutes max. So, like, is a pretty. Most of the lifetimes on gear should be pretty common for people, unless you're like brand new to the game. At least I hope.
Hey, Time Killer, how you doing, buddy? Fucking Prestige said he'd be back and he thought he had pliers on him. Wow, Roth, I've never played World of Warcraft. No worries, Mr. Watson. You have a good one, buddy.
I don't mean to ply, but do you think Prestige maybe doesn't come?
I think he stood me up.
You really clamped down on that, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I hope you don't get twisted too much about it.
I'm used to it.
Those were all bad puns. I should work on my puns better.
I'm not used to it, Coach. Greedy, it is almost like saying, how long is a piece of string? What everyone wants is going to vary. For me, this is actually doing it pretty well. One of the most common tropes of when they try to make a game difficult is they just ramp up the difficulty of everything. You know, you're infected, become one-hit fucking super killer soldiers. The wolves and the bears, they're everywhere, and I like how they're doing it here. The tools you need to effectively survive are harder to find. So it's a real grind, which is keeping you moving. Now, yeah, you hear a lot of the big streamers, they talk about how bases ruin DayZ. I can guarantee you that 95% of the time, they're playing on relatively high loot servers. So these people can just go out, do a couple of hours of running, run to the trader, sell that, make all their money, and then buy the cool shit they want and go back and sit inside their base and count all their wealth. A server like this, which has bases, you're constantly going to have to be out scrounging for more supplies. I'm not a huge fan of them. But that said, having run a player trader on a very popular server, DayZ Down Under, it's fucking hard, man. But no, I'm not a huge fan of them. Kind of defeats the purpose of playing DayZ for me. Oh, shit. I did not mean to do that.
Yeah, I agree with you, Boyd, about the hardcore stuff. Totally
Yeah,
agree.
and we've got mods like what Dumpgra's kind of specialty is in making the game a bit more immersive. You know, you've seen that I've been picking up spent cartridges so that I can recycle them.
One of the modded ways you can track players. But no, about the whole hardcore thing, I find that a lot of servers either fail to understand what hardcore is, or like you said, they go uber hardcore.
Yeah.
And it's more about the balance, right? When I say people fail to realize what hardcore is they'll go into a server and go, I'm going to make this a hardcore server. And they'll, like, pretty much, for lack of a better word, destroy the economy. So even surviving, like, some of the most basic ways is near impossible. And hardcore isn't just about how rare items can be, it's part of it. Hardcore is about so many different elements. So in reality, most times I think when I explain hardcore to people, it's a what do I think is not hardcore is a better question for me. Yeah, I mean, because if the hardest thing about your server is finding a chicken, then maybe your server is way too hardcore, right? Like, if a person has to die like 25 times to be able to even get their foot in the door, even being a veteran, then maybe you're too hardcore.
Yeah. That said, there is a niche market. Like the hardest server I've ever played, and one that I tried to replicate, was a server by a modder called Jad. And it was called After Dark. Now, on my YouTube channel, there are some videos there where I had to delve very deep into my repertoire of DayZ knowledge just to survive spawning in. It was fucking hard. And God, I loved it for it. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. There's a video there which is just basically about me struggling to light a fire. And, you know, watching my health flashing, and eventually, you know, I did survive, and, you know, I made it, and... You know, the easiest hard thing you can do is make knives hard to find. But is that the right thing to do? That depends on what you want for your server. Hey?
was gonna say, with how easy it is to craft stone knives now, remember it used to be quite more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
A couple updates ago, they introduced the ability to look at bigger rocks and stuff to make your stone knives. So I think it's become quite a bit easier to gain a stone knife.
And then, once you've got a killed an animal and you got a bunch of bones, you can just make a bone knife. And
I think one of the best things for hardcore servers is player choices. And choices, but not necessarily choices between, oh, do I pick up this shirt or this shirt, but choices of, do I use my stone knife in its badly damaged condition to cut up this shirt to stop myself from bleeding, or do I run around looking for another stone so I can craft another one? Or do I cut up this deer, or do I craft rags for the future encounter I have? Will I find food in the next thing, so cutting up these rags would be beneficial to me? Stuff like that makes it hardcore, because people actually have to think past how much supplies can I gather in one short run, and more of a long-term investment.
like Prestige did a video talking about, the must-have items when you first spawn in. And he said the sledgehammer. And I agree, but I think there's a better one. The pickaxe. And why is the pickaxe better? Because not only will it mine stone, but you can also sharpen it.
Yeah. Well, my biggest thing I always tell people is, I don't care if you already have a stone knife, always carry a small stone in your pocket.
Yep.
You're already halfway there if you ever need a stone knife.
God damn
I'll
it.
tell you what can kill some hardcore servers, though, is people who don't pay attention to their fruit economy. I know somebody mentioned about Wobo and Mushrooms video. If you listen to his video as a server owner, he'll give you some really good hints and ideas on how to make it so your server's fruit economy isn't out of control. There's another person called Archie Strongbot. I think Boydie just did a spotlight on him, where he actually has a school or whatever YouTube video where he talks about how to farm fruit in vanilla. Well, if you ever watch his video, you'd be amazed how quickly someone can stock up on food in vanilla.
Yep.
So that's something to keep in consideration of.
Spawn in, get to the nearest town, preferably one that's got plenty of fruit trees. This does not work on Livonia. This is a Chernarus and most other maps specific thing. And just slowly, don't sprint, because sprinting will burn up your energy. Even on a no stamina server, it'll still chew through the food and your water. You'll dehydrate and starve. But yeah, you just start looting and then go back and you check all the trees. And there should be a ton of fruit and mushrooms, and then you go check the trails, the dirt trails in the area, and you've got your stones. Go kill the chickens that are spawned in, because they're a dynamic spawn as well, and you're set.
Yep.
And when it comes to Livonia, pretty much all the spawns are near the river, and there's also usually trails around, so you get your stones. You can still have mushrooms spawn in on Livonia, just not fruit. And you just get your stones, start cutting up cloves, wait until a chicken spawns in, kill the chicken. You might get lucky. There's a lot of boats. You might find a fishing rod. You might find a fishing hook. But once you've got that chook, kill it, gut it, cook it, eat it. Don't forget to wash your hands. And then use the bones to make fishing hooks. I somehow think I'm just going back on what I just checked. Yeah, I am.
Some fun facts about what Boydie was talking about. So when you are walking, you burn, I think it's like 0.65% of your energy, of the max energy burn a second. when you're jogging, you burn, I think it's 1.0. And then when you sprint, it's like, I think it's like 1.75. So like, walking is like one of the most optimized ways of getting around. And this is based on distances, not based off of time. So it's kind of interesting. Shoes wear down faster when you're sprinting all the time. So if you're always having worn shoes, it's the infected hitting you as well as sprinting everywhere wears your shoes down real quick. Running on pavement wears them down faster. If you have ruined shoes, try to run on grass and dirt paths, not gravel or concrete. That will cut you. And then there are a lot of other like little things. Like if you're hot, you will bleed water quickly. If you're cold, you will lose food quicker than you will lose water. Stuff like that. Then there's insulation properties of clothing. That's really important on hardcore servers.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be a good survivor in a hardcore server, you will always make sure you patch up your clothing or you are replacing your clothing. Worn clothing has the insulation and water resistant properties. I think it's at Pristine's 100%. Worn is like, I think it's like 85% of all those values. And then when it's all the way down to badly damaged, it's like almost like 40% of the insulation and water resistant values. So you're going to get really cold and you're going to get soaked really quick if you run around in badly damaged or damaged clothing. So it's always good to repair it whenever you can, especially during the colder/rainier times.
Greedy, I think prepackaged food should be rare on a hardcore server. It should be available. You could look at tying that into an event, whether you're going to have drops, which I still think are, events, but you're talking about console, so I don't know whether you can do drops on console. It should be like, it's the shit. Otherwise, it's all about bloody hunting and drying and growing and...
Just FYI, in the future, your YouTube still says trying to make it to Lantia.
Yeah, I don't know why it come up with that.
No worries, just letting you know.
Thank you. Firefighter's gear, whilst it's heavy as fuck, is also very handy as a freshie. It's got good storage capacity, but the best attribute it's got is it's waterproof. Oh. The negative side is it's fucking heavy. Kills your stamina.
Mhm.
Look at that jacket, 42.
About the whole canned food thing, I think I would put canned food extremely low chance on infected, and then I would do what Boydie was thinking, maybe, events, or maybe you can make like the tactical bacon or the beans spawnable inside military places, but like have it like be a pretty low chance to spawn regardless.
Yeah, tier
Like only
4.
tier 3. Yeah, tier 3 and 4, so Northwest and Tizzy, and only in military. That'd be kind of funny. Just like the military was hoarding their beans.
I like that idea of having it spawning more on infected, because then, yeah, you can take out infected, but still not, every infected's going to have a fucking can of beans on them.
No, I'm talking about like you would have to kill like a couple hundred infected to find a couple cans. So like finding a can would be like a lucky break. Like, oh my god, I found a can.
Yeah.
I would turn off the superfoods. There are a couple of them in vanilla. I think it's the strawberry jam, and then there's the mystery food, which I know is a chance, but it's still like one of the best ones. Dog food and cat food. Those are like the 4, I believe, they're like superfoods. Like they provide the most hydration and food. If you look at my friend Asmonian's infographics, he actually breaks down how much food things give and stuff like that. You can like judge it based off of that.
What I've always wanted them to do is, oh, packet of cigarettes. Don't know what they're going to be good for, but I'll grab them. Yeah, what I've always wanted them to do is what is the best food per inventory. So for like every square of inventory, because like, let's say a cow steak takes up 4 slots. So just, what is the breakup of that, versus a can of marmalade, or sorry, a jar of strawberry or whatever. And just out of pure interest.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting to see. Suggested Tasmanian.
Which motherfucker has got all the fucking pliers and radiators?
Where are you, Gorka?
No, I'm in Toplin.
That's closer to the coast, right?
Yeah, it's in spawn territory.
You might have to go further north.
South, on Livonia.
Oh, my apologies.
That's all right.
Apologize. Fun fact about tents?
About what, sorry?
About tents.
What about them?
Doesn't matter if you deploy them, the lifetime's the same.
Yeah, but someone can still see it. I usually put an item in something when I do it. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought you were maybe like pitching it so you can come back later.
No. Nah. It's going to be hard to use a car tent. Spud, the worst part is I found 2 cars. One of them had a radiator. But because I've got no fucking base, nowhere to fucking store shit, I just left the radiator there. Finally found a battery and a fucking spark plug. go back to the car, and the fucking radiator's gone. All I'm doing is running around with fucking shit. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Hi, Spud.
Oh, I've got hidden stashes fucking everywhere. But I didn't have a shovel at the time. I didn't have anything to basically bury. And some of my stashes have been found already. The ones that are just on the surface.
Lol.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Little does the greedy doesn't know, the reason why you're running around with 2 backpacks is because you're a hoarder. You just couldn't take the radiator with you.
And I found a train wreck, Spud, and the loot was shit. Best item I got was that, a mechanism. Rest of it was all just crap. Hey, Roo, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I've always wondered about that as well, why they're not repairable.
That'd be a fun mod, Spud. Make it so you can repair radiators with whatever, but whenever you repair it, the max quantity it can hold goes down.
The other one as well I don't get is the fuel tanks.
What do you mean? Oh, car fuel tanks?
Yeah. They get damaged and they leak, but you can't repair them. Ever.
So, looking at it from a realistic standpoint, it would take probably a while to try to patch them up. The epoxy probably wouldn't stick because of the way the gasoline chemical compound is. The epoxy just wouldn't stick. But like if it had been there for a while, bone dry, I don't see why not.
No, I don't want to take that. And yeah, it's one of those things, you know, it's just a gameplay mechanic that you've got to suspend realism, you know, like a broken leg. You know, you repair a broken leg in what, 15, 20 minutes? By putting a couple of sticks in a bandage on it.
Yeah, or the fact that you can step on a landmine and limp away with a full leg. Yeah. Or you don't bleed out like, you know, within like 5 minutes, and bandages can stop the severe bleeding from stamping on a landmine. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Look, with the landmines, I had a lot to say about landmines back in the day.
Well, I
and
remember.
I think they're better now. They're still not perfect. I think, you know, the reality of it be, you should really have to be in pretty much pristine health with the right amount of bandages. It should give you a number of bleeds. It should break your legs. And it's basically, you've got to act quick to stand a chance of surviving. If you are not at full health, with, you know, no shock damage, and full blood, it's pretty much a death sentence. Because the reality of, you know, if you were to step on a landmine, you know, as I used to argue back in the day, landmines, for the most part, are not designed to kill. They are designed to maim and injure. because a injured soldier is far more damaging to a unit than a dead soldier. Because it really fucks with the morale when you've got someone lying there screaming. I know this is quite brutal, but I was in the military, so yeah, we used to talk about these sorts of things. I'm digressing here. This is another one that annoys me. These buildings that have just got nothing that you can enter. Waste of fucking space.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be you. If you're not prepared and you step on one, you're pretty much dead. Hello, my favorite.
Yeah.
Favorite
I
gloves.
kind of liked them before they changed them to the less harsh system. I liked it, you dying immediately when you stepped on it, because who in their right mind in the survivor area would have not necessarily even the medical training, but even the right tools to stop that amount of a massive bleed? Like, even if you didn't get your leg, like, you know, like you've said before, blown off, you'd be bleeding so fast and so quickly. There'd be no way for someone with just basic bandages to even like solve the issue, right? And then you also have to think of the medical training you would have to have. So like, I would love it if it uncons you and then you have like 6 bleed sources. So like, you technically will never wake up before you bleed out, and your friend has to be there. But I also felt like it was kind of like more of a gameplay like mercy to kill you immediately, because how much would that suck to like be there for like 30 seconds until you bled out because your buddies couldn't get you to you in time or whatever. I don't know.
My biggest issue with the landmines was the low skill factor involved in them. They were predominantly used just to troll people, and not even troll.
If a redneck in America could place one and arm it and have fun with it, I'm pretty sure a survivor could do it.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that you couldn't do it. I'm saying that from a gameplay perspective, it was a shit way to die in DayZ. Basically, some idiot comes along, finds a landmine, picks it up, places it at the doorway, looks at it, one roll of the mouse to change it to arm, 5 seconds of arming the trap, and then it was basically then they run away. They don't even stay around to see what happens with it, and yeah, they're effectively going to kill someone just because they were lucky and found it. There's no skill. It was just, that's what annoyed me the most about them. The booby trap grenades, on the other hand, I fucking love them, because you've got to make that decision.
They're the same thing.
No, very different. You find tripwire, you've got to make the choice to pick that tripwire up. Then you've got to find the grenade, keep the grenade, and then it's a case of, okay, do I want to make the tripwire? Yeah, fuck it, I'm going to make the tripwire. And yes, if you can effectively still do the same, but at least some effort went into it, other than just finding one item and arming it and placing it. That was my biggest issue with landmines.
I think the issue still stands. It's still a troll tool. It's still what you say it exactly is as a landmine. I know the landmine may have been done immediately in the moment, but the fact is it's still a tool you can put in any military place or any other place. Mm-hmm. And as soon as somebody crosses it, they're dead. You don't have to be there to watch them. And if you're
look, I'm not against the troll aspect. I'm not against the troll aspect of it. I was against the ease of it.
Well, yeah, but that's more of a balancing issue, not necessarily how much it hurts the player. Right?
Vanilla, it is woeful. I did a run of Tizzy, and I found 6 landmines. And that's not counting the ones that had already been placed and armed.
Yeah, people can walk out of military bases with at least 12 grenades. So, like, they can do probably 3 times more of the landmines now than they could do before.
Yeah,
so,
but they've got to have 12 pieces of metal wire.
True. I guess it takes a little bit more effort, but
that's the main thing I like. Just a little bit more effort than just a low skill troll attack.
I still hold that it was an economy issue with vanilla, not necessarily a mechanic issue.
Did I see the Livonia views? What do you mean by views? But anything juicy from the live stream? There's some really, there's some really nice changes coming. Quite subtle. Quite subtle. Nothing major, which kind of made me happy. Oh, I had an idea for you too, Dumpgra. Now, I haven't gotten to play with your barricade mod much. It is on this server, but yeah, I've only just managed to finally find something I can use to build stuff with. But you need to make some custom barricades, is my thought. Now, I don't know how the shape of them works, but ones that you can basically put on, say, windows like this. Then there's that barn, the big long barn, which has the gaps that people can build up and crawl through. Make barricades that block those. And
Well, my window barricades would block all of those.
okay, I didn't know that. I haven't, as I said, I haven't had a chance to.
So
Play
the
with it
window
properly.
barricade has 5 stages now. There's the horizontal boards. Then there's the first stage is 3 boards, right? So technically, if you built the horizontal boards and then 3 cross boards, that's all you have to do in the gaps. And if you want to build more on it, you can. And that's the second stage, fills in the rest with boards. They're not super tight, right? You can still shoot in between the boards. But then there is a metal plate you can build. And then finally, there's a metal plate with a stick you can build, which allows you to open the metal plate and be able to shoot out of it, right? But what's cool is, let's say someone starts shooting at you while you have the metal shutter open on your window barricade. You can freak out and shoot the stick on my window barricade to close it. Now, it can't be...
Yeah, I
reopened
saw that in your
because-
clip that you showed. That was pretty cool, I thought.
Yeah, so that's possible. And then I have a medium window barricade, and that one's quite a bit bigger. I think it's like four to 4.5 window barricades put together in like a checker situation that you can build as well. And that one has, I think 3, the base, 2 wooden stages, and 2 metal stages. So and then you finally have the door barricade, which doesn't always have to be a door. Like, I think that's one of the things that get asked the most about is like, do you have just a door barricade? I'm like, don't make it into a door. Just like, you don't have to make it into a door.
I love and I hate that there is so much sheet metal, Spud. All the best, greedy peasant.
Now, I'm not sure how Spud has done the health damage on my barricades and stuff, but I'm pretty sure if he went with vanilla, then it's 3/4 the health of vanilla stuff for door barricades.
This building. So many memories. So many memories, hey, Spud. He said health damage is what you set.
Yeah. I know after I do my next ammo making update, I do plan on making a double door barricade. And I also plan on making a industrial roller door,
Mm-hmm.
like a large one. Oh, I'm curious. Did Spud put my forging mod in?
I don't think he has yet.
Ah, no worries. Also, thank you, Spud.
What am I doing? Drugs are bad, okay? But yeah, the amount of sheet metal is like, oh man, I'll be able to make such a fucking strong base. And it's like, but I can't find fucking flyers or a saw. Okay, Roo, we'll find one. This building here, we're going to find both. I failed you. I let you down. Fuck. Spud, this is torture, mate. And I'm a fucking looting god. I might be a rooting and shooting pleb, but when it comes to looting, there ain't fucking many better than me in this game. Three fucking days. Yeah, I have been. I have been. Rue, what you don't know though, mate, is this server has something a bit different to most servers. Oh, fuck. Kesmush.
Sorry.
You're welcome. Jesus, thank you so much, buddy. I really, really do appreciate that, mate. Oh, fuck. Thank you so much for the $10 holo, buddy. I really, really appreciate it. I'm doing okay, mate. I'm just really, really frustrated trying to find. There's 3 items I really need. I need a radiator. I need pliers, and I need a saw. Signal flare. What about you, Kez? How are you doing? Fuck me, mate. Get to sleep. I watched a interesting video. Watched a few interesting videos. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, I try to share the stuff that I find interesting. You know, I don't know whether everyone else will, but yeah, I meant to share this one. It was a British guy who moved to Australia at the start of the pandemic, and oh yeah, sorry, yeah, thank you, Nitro. So Spud has got it set to one of the worst things you can technically do with the majority of servers. But the people who are playing this server, for the most part, are people who will keep on coming back. So, yes, it can be abused, but when it comes to... I'll let you explain this, Dumpgra, how the inventory system works with the different ways that the server checks for items on the server.
I don't know what the question is.
Count in cargo, on player, all that sort of stuff.
So it's pretty simple. I'll just break down what the different flags mean. So counting cargo means they count on the players, like backpacks, clothing, stuff like that. And then counting cargo is like counting it on the players, like backpack and all that kind of stuff, right? And that's when they're logged into the server. And then counting hoarder is when it counts in barrels, tents, you name it, stashes, stuff like that, right? And then finally, count in player is when they count on a player while they're on the server itself. So, and that counts like the proxy slots and those kind of things. So if you were to say, I want to count in cargo hoarder but not on player, and Boydie were to log out, all the items he has on his character would not be counted because he's not technically on the server. Actually, let me verify this before I keep talking. I'll answer the question here in a second. I want to make sure I'm right. Nothing worse than being wrong, kids.
It's quite complex. But essentially, Spud's pretty much ticked every fucking box. Dumpgrab will confirm exactly how it works. But the danger is, and this is something that we're aware of, but it's still making for interesting gameplay. For you've got to be a loot whore person like me. If you're just you want a PvP, you just want to find the coolest guns and blow people up, this is not going to be the server for you. But if you want a grinding... Sorry?
Sorry, I just got that information up for myself.
Yep, go for it.
All right, so count and cargo counts items stored in containers as part of the nominal value, which means the backpacks Boyd is carrying, his shirts, his pants, all that kind of stuff. Count and hoarder is exactly like I said. It's tents, barrels, underground stashes, and storage crates, stuff like that. Count and map obviously counts items that are naturally spawned on the map, not the people who pick up items, drop them, and move them. Food cycling is bad, by the way, folks. Count and player literally counts the player's inventory as part of the nominal value. So when you're on the server, if he has like cargo, hoarder, and map, that means that as long as Boydie is playing on the server, all those items are being counted in the economy. But as soon as Boydie were to log off, let's say, with all of the items on him, those items technically were no longer being counted in cargo because he's not on the server. So that means that now they have a chance to respawn. I believe, and then there's obviously crafted. Crafted just means that the item can only be crafted, which, folks, if you're running a server and you mark this to true, which is 1, that means that this item will never spawn no matter what you do. You have to turn it to 0 for it to spawn. And then finally, D-loot is based on heli crashes and police car wrecks, which to make that happen, you just have to put the tag police or tag military for it to spawn helicopters or police cars.
And with them all ticked, it's fucking hard.
Yep.
It's basically a really nasty, hardcore experiment that we're doing here. I don't know if anyone's ever tried it before. They probably have, but I've never been involved in it. And I just think it's fucking awesome. I really do. I'm bitching like crazy, but yeah. Fuck off. Oh, shit. So it's really making it hard, Nitro. I've been looting for 3 days, trying to find the items I need. It's so hard. The thing that's making it harder for me is I've joined this server late. There are a lot of other people who have already got a leg up. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh, shit.
a construction helmet. Did you see Windstride updated his mod?
Did he add the item?
He added in several items. Let me see here.
Did he add the Christmas podcast show item?
He added the Defender vest, Kizra's boots, Godlife pants, wool greatcoat, leather cloak, craftable 2 leather and a sewing kit, chosen by John Likely as the Daisy Podcast Xmas special raffle.
Yes.
Credits to Summer for the scripting bit. Huge thanks, Plague Mask. Thanks to Ammo and Daisy Underground staff for allowing me to use their model and partially make it. Military sweater was completely remade. Fleece variant of the leggings warmer and Schmog black variant.
That makes me so happy, mate. That was... I could not have scripted the ending of last year's Christmas podcast better. That the final prize won was, without a doubt, the best item. The chance to add... And to, to get to work with what in my opinion, there's a reason why he charges as much as he does for his custom work. Because he's the best in the business when it comes to creating clothing items. And it's not just because the quality of his work is is better. I imagine there are others out there who are, can make just as maybe even better quality stuff. But Windstride's a proven, like in Clement Dab. Someone sent me a screenshot of someone having a go at Dab for his GoFundMe for the King of the Hill mod that he's making. Because old mate canned his one and made it so that not everyone could use it. So in Clement Dab said, right, here's a GoFundMe. If we hit it, I'll make another mod. I've got no issue with that. No issue at all. Because in Clement Dab is another proven God tier fucking creator in the community. The work he does is amazing. Should it be free? Fucking wouldn't we love it if everything in life was free? But it's not. And, in Clement Dab, he's a uni student. He's got bills to pay. If he could make a few bucks making an awesome mod for the community, and knowing Dab, knowing the work he's done in the past, he's probably going to go above and beyond. And, technically, the way I see it is now this mod is, basically, yes, it's still owned by him, but we have more claim to it as a community because we're helping fund it. Not 100%.
I agree with you all the way up until the end.
But like I said, not 100%. Okay. Ultimately, he's being paid to do something. The same as you pay a streamer to entertain you. It entitles you to nothing more than being entertained. But the likelihood of that mod disappearing, highly, highly, highly unlikely. It would ruin his reputation.
Yeah. Definitely.
Whereas when someone just makes something and no one's contributed anything financially to it, That person can really do, and have no qualms about it, no morals about what they decide to do with it. They can do whatever the fuck they want with it, as we've seen, time and time again. People for whatever reason, they get upset about whether it be right or wrong the reason for them getting upset, and they just say, "Fuck you! I'm going to take my bat and my ball and I'm going home."
Yeah.
I still have a dream of we can grow this 87.8 community, and we can start a modders fund.
Yeah.
Streamers don't need a fund. Modders, though, no matter how much I harp on, maybe I harp on too much about it, but it's so hard for people to think, yeah, maybe I should throw a few bucks at this modder.
Yeah.
So I'd love to have it where, there's a number of different models that I've thought about in my head, where, basically people put in a submission, and we get a trusted group of modders to review that submission as to whether we fund it. Funding, basically, I don't know. Again, this is all just ideas. But if we choose to fund it, then there are certain caveats that if you choose to no longer support this, this mod then becomes the property of the community. And the funding isn't just about we'll pay for your models or something like that. It's a little bit more than that.
Yeah, maybe. I know I'm pretty firm about my donations to my mods. If anybody donates or becomes a Patreon, I let them know that their donations do not affect my mod. They just keep me doing what I've already been doing, which is the best quality work I can produce, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I've had many people try to tell me they're going to give me lots of money, and then they want a specific thing, and I tell them, unfortunately, I don't take requests for things inside my mods, at least my public ones. Mainly because my public mods are meant to be uninfluenced by outside sources, and I don't want someone, which I will not name, making possible things about it, claiming that they financially supported me, and then throwing it in my face, and then trying to get people to look down on me because I didn't do what they wanted me to do. Sounds like I'm being an artist, but in reality, I am, and people pay people for their time and efforts. Almost any video game out there is an art form. So, in my reality, I would never allow someone to pay for a specific vision, because that means that regardless of how much they think my project was worth, it probably is worth tenfold that. Because in reality it is. Like, somebody can look at one of my models, let's say building fortification, for example. I have 3 models in there. But what they don't really realize is the amount of effort it took to make not only the models and the textures, but also to learn how to implement it properly. And that in itself is worth a lot of effort. So if I were to ever say my mod Billing for Vacations was worth anything, it would probably be closer to like $2,000 because of all the effort and hours I put into it. Not to mention, there's also the support in the back end. So if someone were to try to say, let's say, donate to a project idea, a mod idea in a whole, then I'm not sure if I would ever, as a modder or a part of a modders, ever agree that they would have the right to make it publicly open to the public to continue on, unless one of the original mod authors was continuing it. Yeah, I mean, like, if I agreed to be part of 5 people, one of those 5 people would still have to be going and recruiting more people to be part of it. Kind of like, not necessarily a, hey, everybody, come and take my mod, but more of a passing the torch situation.
Yeah.
That's what I would be okay with.
Yeah, that's basically what... Yeah, so we would be aiming at people who are genuinely civic-minded about the DayZ community. Yeah, not for the ones who... You know, there are modders out there, and again, I really have no issue with it, provided it's, you know, not breaking any laws. But there are people who will do commission work. Great. You know, we need that. Because, you know, idiots like me, I have ideas, but I've got no skill to be able to fucking carry that out. So, you know, if I've got an idea and I've got the coin to be able to pay for it to be brought to fruition, there should be a way for me to do that. But that's not really what we're looking for. What we're looking for is for people who want to create stuff for the community. But, you know, there are so many people who it's hard for them to find the time because they've got to give up, you know, if they might be at uni, they might have a full-time job. Where if there's a, you know, look at a lot of streamers. How many streamers would actually stream if there was no financial incentive for them? Fuck all.
It's a job. I think the biggest challenge we have here, Boydie, and it's probably the reason why people get so tired of me talking about it, is people don't want to view streamers as, modders as a job.
Yeah.
I've been told multiple times, even by fellow modders, that I am a hobbyist, which I can agree to a point. But the fact that they're willing to degrade fellow modders who are trying to work possibly into a career or even make money or possibly pay some bills with it as hobbyists, it just saddens me.
It's a massive cultural issue. It is. There's this expectation that modding is a hobby and that's all it ever is, and it should always be free, and anyone who charges for it is a greedy scumbag. And it's like, what the actual fuck, man? Come on.
Well, then you have people out there who maybe may not be that crazy, but then they flip the coin when it happens, where somebody, like you said, for legitimate reasons or not, remove their mod off the workshop and they lose their mind about it and trash the person completely.
Yeah.
But in reality, if a business wasn't making any money and stuff and they closed up, you wouldn't be running around trashing the business. You would be going, well, it sucks for them. They didn't charge enough money, so they went out of business, right?
But it's so much deeper because, you know, there's this expectation that you guys will do this for nothing, but then you get treated like absolute scum by people. Fix your fucking mod, cunt. And just, what the fuck, man? Oh, you expect me to do this for nothing, and then you want to be able to come in here and treat me like I'm fucking less than fucking dirt? And then they wonder why some of them say, fuck you, I'm going to take my bat and my ball and I'm going home. I don't blame them.
Yeah. I don't either. But, you know, there's also things out there like people think that donating to a mod means that you have to donate, you know, $5 or $25 or whatever, right? But in reality, I guarantee you, if a modder got 10 cents for, if you were to take, let's say, Trader Jones, right? He has almost 2 million subscribers. Let's round it up to 2 million.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say he only had 100,000 subscribers. If every person out of that 100,000 only donated him a goddamn 10 cents, the guy would have like $10,000 in his pocket. Like, and people don't realize that, like, a lot of modders we're not looking for some big payday. We're looking for possibly being able to make money, not necessarily because, oh, we're going to get rich off of this, but because it can help pay bills. And the real disconnect here, and I actually posted about this on my Twitter, and it was very personal to me, is people who see people making so-called hobbies, or even people who don't have a job, this kind of stuff, they don't see their effort and their energy equal to the effort and energy they put into a regular 9 to 5 job or whatever for an employer. They don't see that the person is not necessarily, I wouldn't say being an entrepreneur, but is also chasing something that maybe is a little bit further out of reach, but they're still doing it. They're still putting the effort and the hours. And you can't say that there is no demand for the supply, because you can look at any mod on the workshop and there's definitely a demand for it. So why do people think that the demand for this labor is any cheaper than any other demand? Yeah, I mean?
Yeah.
But however, like I said, that's something that is also, like you said, is a problem with society. I can spend, I don't know, for example, working on the shorts and the podcast video like a good 4 to 5 hours. But people would never value that as possible time, because technically, or actually even just my own videos, right? They just view it for free, which is totally fine. YouTube has those all cool things. But because YouTube has that stuff, I have something to work towards. However, with modders, there's nothing really to work towards.
Nope.
There's just a black abyss, and you're looking for ways to fill it. And modders taking this risk every time they start modding. There was no person who has ever said that they're a modder and they were told they were going to make lots of money modding. This has always become a passion project that eventually turned into, I can actually do this for a living. Like, maybe get a job at a development company, or maybe even like streamers, make this into a possible living. But yeah, I digress.
No, mate, you were bringing up some very valid points there. Yeah. I don't think we're ever going to win the battle, though, mate. But we're both on the same page with that. Maybe some slight variations in, how you can go about it and things like that. You're obviously speaking from a place of practical experience. I'm speaking from a purely theoretical aspect. But yeah, it's the attitude towards you guys that saddens me the most.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm so blessed with the amount of people who do support me. You being one of the people on my Patreon, but that's I think that's one of the things I think a lot of people misunderstand when it comes to people, is that, like, if you donate a couple bucks to a modder, I don't know of a single modder, including the legendary Dab, who would not be so overwhelmingly pleased to see that you donated some money to them. Like,
one of the best ways you can say, it's not the only way, but it's one of the best ways you can say to someone, I appreciate you so much that I'm going to give you some of my hard-earned cash.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very, very, very true. And like, what are you saying? You don't even need to donate money. You just have to, you have to give us feedback, constructive feedback, or even a kind word, or like it or share it with someone. I don't know how many times I've actually had people PM me and go, hey man, this person referred me to your mod and I fucking love it. It's so nice. And it's just like, that is the money shot right there.
Yeah.
I love getting donations and that, but if I had a choice, I probably would lean like 1% more to the I fucking love your mod. However, then there's the other hand, where those people eventually turn into people who hate your mod. But either way, I really hope Daisy on the last podcast heard me about the whole documentation thing for modders.
Well, the chat was agreeing with you.
Yep. It's just a sad fact because like the DayZ modders Discord is now the Infusion modders Discord, and as Arma Reforger keeps getting better and better and more advanced, I can actually see that Discord becoming less and less prevalent with DayZ. And I just think it's 3.5 years. It's almost going on 4. I think it's about time they have some sort of official modding documentation that isn't just for Arma 3. Usher in a new age of modders.
Hashtag adopt a mod, folks. Oh yeah. Needed that.
Nice.
Fucking. Oh. Fuck me, this is getting frustrating.
How's you gone through?
I've pretty much done the entire northern river run. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, folks. I am going to have to call it quits there. Thank you all so much. Let's roll these credits. See what happened during the stream. Donation for Kesmuch, $10. Mods in chat, Dumpgra. Coach was in here as well. I don't know why I missed him, but new followers: Connor Lington, Missy, Miss K24, Pokeboy Blue, Snipes, and the YouTube sub from the Muppy14. Thank you so much. See you out there in the boog. Let us find someone to raid. Who is streaming over on Twitch? Let's have a look-see. Got to be our boy DeBarrett. Yeah, Brendan, jumping off now, mate. All the best, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow morning where we will continue the search for fucking pliers. Oh, unbelievable. All the best, everyone, and ciao for now.